look, we're totally squint.
You like that rope?
I do
you?
like this rope. I'm very adept at ropes now.
Yeah, I tell you.
I hang off them in the house.
For people who are handicapped,
It's
having
super.
one in the middle of the kitchen,
Yes.
it would be a wonderful thing to do. You know.
Well, you know, I'm on to Facebook. They're actually just a nice security to have.
Sure it is.
Because I actually can get in and out of the shower, but without fail, I've got children that put really slimy stuff in their hair to do something sort of like beautifying to it, and honestly, it stays in the bottom of the shower. And that day, I fell in the shower. I remember as a child, I used to put shampoo in the bottom of the shower, and I would slide back and forward, and I'd get to the tap end, and I'd push myself up, and it was like doing a ski jump, and I'd try and see how far I could go up the back of the bath. I don't want to do that as a 50-whatever-year-old. So at that point, I was like, where's that bloody rope?
Yeah.
So, and that's what I ended up. I had no feet on the ground, but I did have a rope in my hand.
Yeah, the damn things are handy.
I know. And I do miss the one going down the stairs into the basement.
Okay, speak to your husband on
Yeah,
that.
I know. I'll have to go
But
and
it
find
should be
that.
screwed in better.
Yeah, we shall go and find that. And
If you want more rope, I've got more rope.
I know.
God knows.
I know.
I have an 8-foot piece over there. I don't know what to do with it. It's hanging on the other.
Other thing there.
See it hanging in the middle there.
I'm sure we could put it somewhere.
It's expensive rope.
I know.
It's
And it
expensive
lasts and
rope.
lasts.
Yeah.
And I had Annie down at the pond today, Hood's Pond, not the public access bit, but away up, you know, the other bit,
Oh,
which has
yeah.
got the wee beach. And she was in the water dragging her lead, and you know, it comes out, it dries off, and it's still the same.
Yeah.
You don't have to oil it like leather.
What's that purple one hanging
Uh-huh.
there? You can dye them. You know,
Yeah.
they can be a decorative.
You could enhance your
Useful,
interior
yes.
design.
Yeah.
And Nick says you're not very impressed with what he's done with the window. He said, I don't think Carlene was impressed. So what he's had to do is, you know, we've put units up in the overflow room. So we couldn't quite get them to clear the window. So they were going to be over the window. So he said, we'll just put an extra one in. So there's a whole bank of units that are in there. But of course, all you're looking at is the bare back of the wooden units.
Yeah.
So what he thought was, I'll sort this out so it looks decent. He put frosted glass film on the window, and then he put a strip of these LED lights on it, so it looks like it's a room. You can see into the room. It's not. I was like, okay, he's taken this too far, but he's very pleased with himself. So if it makes him happy,
There you go.
he likes his fairy lights.
There you go.
You know that. So
There used to be a mirror hanging here
oh,
that made you think there was a room in the other. You know,
was there?
it looked like a window, and there'd be a room on the other side of it. Just
Not
'cause
there
it was
now.
Yeah.
So
At any rate,
we had a really good morning this morning.
did we?
Well, you got your blood taken,
Yes.
and
It's
then
too high.
is it?
Yes, it's 3 point something. It's supposed to be two.
So do they increase your medication or
No,
decrease it?
Decrease. So I only take one pill tonight instead of 2.
Well, I'm glad you're on that. That's good.
I tell you, it's difficult. This is one reason why I've asked for help.
Yeah.
You know, I can't keep it all straight.
No.
You know, and it does help with Judy here, but when Judy's not here,
Yeah.
and she's not here 100%, so
I've got enough problems trying to remember to give that wee horse's medication.
right.
I sometimes think, was this the half? He takes a half tablet, of course, doesn't he? So I've always got a half tablet lying in the bag, and I think, is this today's?
You want to have one of the? You want to take
an old box.
my old weekly
I
thing?
do, it's terrible. So that's good. So we went to Hunt, which was lovely as usual.
Yes. Well, I went to McDonald's before I went
Yes,
to
well, we'll not speak about that because we did have, Janine had already picked up everybody's, what's it called?
Oh.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, right. Okay. But
And when you sent the text, she said to me, I said, oh, your mum's there. She said, well, just tell her I'm coming with the coffee. Yes, but I think she's sitting in the shade drinking something. She said, she better not have been to Dunkin' Donuts. I've got the Dunkin' Donuts. But it was okay, it was McDonald's.
Yes, she does do that. But McDonald's has a very generous egg bit.
Mm-hmm.
When you get scrambled eggs at McDonald's, you get a big wad of eggs, you know, and they also have a burrito thing. Mm-hmm. You get 2 burritos for $4 or whatever, and those are very good and packed with stuff.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's packed with egg and sausage, little bits of sausage. It really is. It's really quite a respectable. So I had those. And
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
And Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Just to finish us all off for the day.
It was fun though. It's a fun place.
It is a fun place, and we'd all 5 dogs, all 5 of the regular dogs with us. So we had your 3. We had Larky, we had Sizzle, and we had Penny, and we had Carl, and we had Wanda, and that was super.
It was. They all piled into the room.
I know.
And they're all loose.
Doing their thing.
There's nobody that could do that. There's nobody in their right mind would do this.
It was just dogs everywhere, wasn't it?
It was solid dogs.
Mm.
And people going through the middle in walkers trying to walk through the mess of dogs.
I know.
The dogs are good.
Yeah, they're very good.
They're very good.
They're very amusing. Wanda and Larky are intent on what Penny is doing with the treat in the frying pan.
Yes.
Because both of them know they can help her.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. Although Janine is not doing what I do with the frying pan. She's standing with all the dogs around her and letting
yes.
You know, I have them all with me and I send them.
Yes.
It's a lot easier with her, it's less training. She did cook them in the nose. That's not yours.
Yeah. Your name is not Wanda. Move.
Right.
Yeah. So that was good fun.
It was funny.
And busy though. And then you put the dogs into a downstay, and they sat down, and we brought in Harley and Angus. And apparently Harley had been in a bit of a snit this morning.
Oh.
I don't know why, but she was fine when she got there. She changed her mind.
Oh.
And she came in and very sociable, very happy.
Yeah.
They went round.
They like those treats.
They do, but they're just curious. And that Angus is super friendly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's got this down off pat.
Yeah.
And then you got to go home with your McDonald's coffee and your Dunkin' Donuts coffee and all the dogs. And Harley went back to the trailer, and we took Angus round the rooms, where people who have missed the big room, or maybe aren't able or comfortable to get to the big room are. So he was just super, and it's a
big place.
It is a big place.
Yeah, it's a big place.
It's a big place, and he loved it.
If we ever tie into the one across the street, we'd be there all day.
Well, 2 people came over from there to see the animals. Yes.
Okay, what did they say? What happened on that score?
They didn't say very much, and so they just came over and asked if they could see the animals, and we said yes. So we need to think about this. How many people did we see? How many do you think were in the room?
It keeps changing though.
I know.
Sitting in the room without moving, I bet you 25.
Right. Okay. And then we saw 2, 4.
But then you have the staff. 25, not counting staff.
Right. Okay. So then we saw 2, 4, 6, 8. So then I think we saw 10 people in their rooms, and we saw a lady in the hall. So that's 11. And who used to live on a farm in Vermont.
Oh.
Yes. So she was delighted to see Angus. And yeah, so that was about another 12 we saw round the rooms.
Pushing 40.
Yeah, coming up to it. And we saw various staff in the hallways as well. One of whom we terrified with Angus, I'm afraid. Sorry. Apologies. And another lady who's scared of the dogs. There was a lady who's scared of the dogs, and she was watching from outside, and she watches the dogs, but she won't come in when the dogs are there. So when the dogs had gone out and we were started to take Angus round, we were aware that she was just walking behind us at a distance, and we stopped and we said, so that's 13. There you go. Said, would you like to meet Angus? And she said, I'm scared of the dogs. I said, well, that's good because it's a donkey. And she said, is that a donkey? I said, yeah, this is our baby. So she then followed us around the whole place. Yeah, every time we came out of room, she was there to escort us to the next room. And she just had a little word with Angus, so that was super. And he slipped twice on that floor.
He did?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What are we going to do about that?
I don't know. He does like the carpet though. It's lovely.
Carpet.
Yeah, he's very good. So that was a super day.
Good.
And then we didn't go to Home Depot on the way home because we were busy. And Janine came back. She cut the grass, and then she went home. And I don't think there's a job tomorrow. She said we don't think there's a job tomorrow.
I don't know.
Somebody will correct us. So I think we're going to get organised for when Janine's away to make sure that we've got everything we need. I've ordered hay to come here and hay to go to Meredith for the animals that we have over there. And
What are you getting, a whole truckload?
I'm just getting a truckload for each.
$1,000, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, Janine said it's actually it's on the card.
Huh?
On the card.
No. No.
Is it not?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I think we asked for the hay money, didn't we?
yes.
That's okay.
Did we spend it yet?
No, we haven't spent any of it yet.
Oh, well,
No,
then
no,
we're
no.
all set.
No, so we're sorted. So so that's coming through. I think next Wednesday, because that's the hay that we had on Meredith gone.
It's gone?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you got 500 bales or something weird.
Yeah, it does too.
You went through them?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Go through a lot of hay.
Wow. No circular bales.
No, they didn't. And you know, they've still got the grass in the field, and we're coming into September, so I don't know where, and it's only about that high, so I don't know whether they'll just top it, take what they get, turn it, and then
Kiss it goodbye.
well, yeah. So it's because it didn't ever come up the second time really in the way that you would hope.
That's odd that it didn't, because it was nice and warm.
I know, but I wonder if it's not been as wet as last year was very wet. Remember,
Yeah.
This year it hasn't been quite as wet, and it just doesn't seem to have grown as much.
Okay.
So anyway, so I don't know whether or not they'll get a second cut, but
Oh no.
no. So that's good. So we'll get that done, and then what else did we do? So tomorrow we'll just
How many animals do we feed? Maybe you should give that to us tomorrow.
No, I can tell you. So on Meredith we have 2 draft mules. I'm going to use my fingers. 2 draft mules, 2 mini mules, 4 in the mule department.
Okay.
We have donkeys. We have Arthur. We have Gertie. We have Charlie. And that's all we've got in donkeys. So we've only got 3 donkeys. So that's us up to 7. We, on the farm, on Meredith, we have Hugo, Tenny, we have Sunshine, and we have Fancy Clancy.
So they're horses.
Horses. So that's
All big?
They're big.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 11, including all of those.
Okay, wait a minute.
And 5 goats.
5 goats. And a bunch of sheep.
Yes. And alpacas.
You have 2 mules, big ones, and you have
2 mini mules.
Don't interrupt me now. You have 2 big ones, and you have 3 big horses.
4.
4 big horses. So really, you're 6. You've got 6 big animals you're feeding.
Yes.
And a bunch of little ones.
Yes. And we've also got Irie, who's a mini horse, the blind mini horse.
Right. Well, they don't eat too much.
You'd be surprised with Irie. She's on a diet. Poor soul.
Okay. So and here we have.
So here we have our 2 zebus.
Who?
2 zebus.
Tuesday.
Elvis and Maybelline.
Oh,
So we've
okay.
got Elvis and Maybelline.
Yep.
We've got our 4 horned goats. So that's us at 5.
Okay.
They like their hay. We have Harley and we have Angus. And then we've got our 4 male donkeys that all came in together. So we've got Dimitri, we've got Luigi, we've got Frank, and we've got Clark. So that's us at 12. And then we have Woody and we have Lucy. And in the mini horse department, we have Wilbur and we have Flower and Delight.
And those are all here.
Yes, they're all here.
Wow.
We're not hiding them.
Wow.
So
Okay.
what's that? 17 here. So we've got quite a lot.
You do.
Yes. And then,
And you didn't even say Mo.
oh, she's my big mule.
Oh,
This
okay.
one. And Ted's the other big mule. So. And I'm hoping I've not missed anyone.
Well, you certainly
Yeah.
come up with a lot of them.
Oh, like, ooh. So that's what we've got at the moment. Quite a lot.
It's quite a lot, that's right.
Yep.
It's quite a lot.
And we're very fortunate because maintenance-wise, we've got a super team on Meredith and we've got Carly and Mike on here.
Yeah.
So we're very well covered. And then we have our volunteers who come in specifically just to work with the animals. So that's great. So we've actually done very well from that.
Good. I did see the donkeys moving along quite well.
Yes, and they're going out again tomorrow night because Leslie and Julie will be here, hopefully running with them, and Janine might join as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Where are they going to run?
Oh, they go out and then they go into the state forest through the back of the
Janine-
field.
Janine knows her way around out there pretty well.
I'm glad she does because I can get lost as soon as I go out the gate.
I have been out there and I have been so lost. I thought the horse would bring me home, and
No.
it did not. And I ended up crossing 95 on some bridge or another.
You must have gone quite a distance.
Yes, I was. I got over into Boxford and Georgetown. Jesus. There is a trail bridge.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
went
that.
over it.
Oh, okay. I've never been that far.
Oh God! Well, you're up on the top of these funny eskers. Is that what they're called?
Oh, really?
You know,
Yes.
the glaciers when they went through, they made these great peak things.
Yes.
And the damn trail is not much more than about 18 inches wide. And after that, it's 100 feet on either side.
Excellent. One to avoid then.
Yes, and that's all through this whole area.
Yeah. Well, when I took Annie over to Hood's Pond and we went that bit up there, I thought, I can just go up the road a little bit and then I can come in the back gates, through the state forest. And I thought, absolutely not. I'm thinking, this is not the time to go and get lost because you can miss that.
Yes.
Because there's not a
Yeah.
path that comes up to the farm. We have to clear it with the tractor.
Yeah.
And you can just walk on by.
Yep, right? That's terrible.
And then even when you're on the track to come back to the farm, because you're almost doubling back, whichever deer or whatever making tracks, they go everywhere. So it's not that clear. So we need Janine.
There are several people around this outfit that do not have a sense of direction.
That's me.
And you're one of them, and Judy's the other one. You ask Judy, which way's the ocean? I don't know.
I find it really very difficult. We used to drive from Scotland to England, and you just knew which direction you were going. If you needed a map, he could read a map.
Yeah.
And you were on a different side of the road, different side of the car. Never gave it two thoughts. Just did it. It was fine. I come here and I'm like, I have no idea. I'm all switched around. I stand in that house and I go, when it's over there, and you know what I'm like, and you're like, yeah, that's over there. And I'm like, I have no idea where I am any longer. Yeah, and I can't drive anywhere to save myself.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. That's why I have to use the GPS. I get totally confuddled. It's a terrible thing.
It is.
It's very debilitating. So
I don't have that trouble.
No, I didn't either till I came here. Used to be reasonably okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
Okay.
so we've had a good day, and we're still not any more sure as to what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Oh my goodness! Now you have to ask us questions because there was no mail, and we opened all our parcels yesterday.
What?
And we opened all our parcels yesterday.
Yes.
And we used all our brushes today. And we used the cookie to get into that little monkey his medicine in. Oh, I don't know where he got the frosted glass film. It was either Home Depot or it would have been Amazon. I think it might have been Home Depot, actually.
It's just stuff you put on, like that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. So
Sort of saran wrap gone wrong.
very wrong. Oh dear. Oh, yes. So, Janine is working on these t-shirts. She's got the t-shirt design and she put it up on Facebook so people could have a look. So somebody managed to transfer it onto the website, which is great. So after that, what we'll do is Janine's going away for 2 weeks, and then we'll probably pick this back up when she comes back, because it's and now she's just sent me a text and I can't read it because my phone's over there. Janine.
Shirts is a whole project.
Oh,
I mean, you got to have envelopes or put them in it. Well, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff, and running stuff to the post office, and the expense of the post office is horrendous.
Yes.
So I hope that whoever puts out the price on these things tax on whatever is necessary as postage, because it's horrible.
Yes. So we will get it all organised, and then take it up probably in just over 2 weeks' time when she's back. But I think there's a
Well, you got to get the envelopes ordered. You gonna have Tyvek envelopes, or you gonna have brown envelopes, or?
I thought we were doing brown paper, a bit of sellotape and string, and we're good to go. In fact, we're collecting boxes right now. You might get a used Amazon box. I tell you. That's the way we should be doing it.
It gets to be a project all by itself.
Oh, I know.
You can't do it on a one-by-onesie.
Oh. Yeah, I know. This medication is difficult to keep a hold of, isn't it? Especially when you can't remember which blinking day it is.
Right.
That's tricky.
I'm glad you brought up medication, because I'm only supposed to take one of those pills tonight.
Oh, well, you better.
I better get rid of the others.
Yes.
Okay, so what day is today? Let's start with that. It's
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, he might be able to. He's got such. Angus has tiny, tiny hooves. I mean, they're minuscule. And I think today they've just been a clean-up. So I think that's what he slipped on, because other times he's been just okay.
I'm only going to take one of those.
And have you got extra on all the other days as well?
No. It's just today she told me that because
you get your
IR was
right. Okay,
was
that's
higher
fine.
than it should be.
Okay, that's fine.
It was 3 point something. It's supposed to be
2.
It's been 2.5. It's perfect.
Right. Okay. And did they tell you why they thought it had gone up?
She thought I'd been eating lettuce. I haven't been eating lettuce.
Not out of choice.
Maybe too much ice cream, maybe, but no, I couldn't figure out why.
And it's not broccoli either. That much
No,
we do know.
Didn't do that.
It is. It's really lovely.
Well, it's that vitamin K business.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, if you take a lot of vitamin
That's
K,
a coagulant, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on an anticoagulant.
Yes, because people with sickle cell anemia, the vitamin K is a big issue. Not that you've got that.
No.
Yes, you know, these animals, they're actually really happy to be out and about, these animals, aren't they?
Well, they love it.
They just love what they do.
It is funny. To watch them coming through a door, I mean, there's nothing in their existence that's ever been like that before.
No.
I have not yet gotten one of them through a revolving door, which ought to be fun. But,
Well, the one who was having a problem this morning was Angus, because you know the two doors that open, and so when you stand, they open towards you, the electric doors, and he was like, no. I was like, yes. He's like, so eventually we sort of like, we walked through with Harley and we're standing there and he's like, well, I'm having a think about it. And then the doors started closing and he's like, I'm in! Boom! And anywhere he goes, it's explosive. And when he comes, we don't put the ramp down in the back of the trailer. We take both of the donkeys off the side, open the side door and let them out. And Harley sort of steps out and goes, right, here I am. He doesn't. He stands there and he leaps and he's like, boom! And we've got about that much to the sidewalk, and he lands on the sidewalk every time, all 4 feet at the same time. Boom! That's him. He's just full of nonsense. So, yes, they love it, and he definitely is a really good example of a little monkey that has just, this is what he knows to do, and he just does it.
yeah.
Yeah, and is happy doing it.
He doesn't mouth.
No, although I will tell you one of the problems, you see those cookies that are that length and pink?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, they're a bit finger-like.
No.
Yeah.
Let's not use those.
No. So those were the ones that we were breaking up and putting in the pan today, and somebody kept picking one up, and I was like, oh no, too much like a finger. So we'll put that back. So, Flower is not really bagging up. Janine thinks she's maybe got about 2 months, which is really handy because Janine's going away for 2 weeks. Not be dealing with any of that nonsense. But we'll obviously keep an eye on her. And I went in and had a look at her this afternoon, and she seemed just fine.
Yeah. She's not going to do anything until you see milk dripping on her back.
Yeah, she's not got that.
That's what my father said.
Yes. Yes, the hay is always, I think the hay flow, shall we say, it goes through peaks and troughs, and some years everybody gets very panicky about there not being enough hay. I think one of the problems we've got is that, and Canada is that they have had wildfires, and that's problematic for them. One of the other things is when we get really awful wet summers, we don't produce our own hay to the same degree. I always get really nervous storing hay. I don't know, and I know horse barns have stored hay forever. I just always get so nervous having hay, and I worry that it's not dried properly and that it smoulders and it starts. Yeah. But that's why we've got fire alarms.
That they do have a probe.
Yes.
At these big hay auctions.
Right.
Where they will test a bunch of bales just to see what it's like.
Right.
It'll give you the moisture content and the heat and everything.
Yeah. I was so surprised. I'd never dealt with the enormous big round bales before. And that year that we were feeding the round bales on Meredith, and the farmer had said to me, you just need to check it, that it's not, and I'm like, yeah, I said, I kind of eyeball it every day, and he's like, no. He said, you need to go to the middle of it. He said, ball up your fist and go in the middle of it. And I said, and what am I looking for? And he's like, heat. He said, in case there's heat that builds up. What? Okay. Yeah. I tell you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just another thing to sit and worry about. So So I'm hoping that we'll keep our supply. Some places bring down the trailers, you know, at the end of summer they bring down a whole trailer load from Canada.
Really? That's where I used to get it.
Yeah.
Straight from Canada. That was good hay.
Yes.
I'm not sure we would. At any rate, we did.
Yeah.
Your only backlog on all of it is bagged hay, and by God, that gets expensive.
Oh,
but it is there.
I think I would feed hay pellets first.
Well, that's what you're feeding.
Yeah, the hay pellets I use to supplement their feeds. Because
but if you run out of hay,
yeah, that's
and
what
you start feeding
on.
hay pellets,
and then there'll be no blinking hay pellets.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky balance, but we've been very lucky in the last number of years. So we're just going to keep going and be lucky, and that's it. I included Mo in the two big mules because she and Ted are both draft mules. Somebody was asking if I'd missed out Momo. I said no, I couldn't miss out Momo. That's why I started with the draft mules. And and that was the thing. Today, Pam and Coral called this morning and to say that there was a problem with yellow jackets in the barn. It just seems to be something every year. Around about this time of year, we get plagued with yellow jackets.
Over in Meredith?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, there's something that's, I don't know if it's the wood, it's something that they like. So this morning she said that Mo and Gertie were struggling in the barn, and they were buzzing round about them and their legs. So I asked for them to be put into the stalls. So when Janine and we went past Meredith on the way back after the job this morning, and Mo was obviously delighted to be inside with no entertainment other than Gertie, but sprayed her off, so her legs are actually A-OK. She's the one that cellulitis last year. That was a real mess. So
ground wasps are what's worried me around here.
Yeah.
And the other thing is they get in the pipes of chain link fence. The pipes holding the chain link.
It up?
Yeah.
Oh.
They got big nests in there. So when you're working around the barn, you constantly watch for wasps.
So where they're coming?
You see two of them, then you've got to watch where is he going. And it'll be inside the pipe.
Yeah. There's the bee barn is so named because there's bees every year. They make a nest in the walls.
Yeah.
But the horses are actually good because the horses are like right in out because they're right at the entrance.
Yeah.
So they go out and just brush past them and it's fine. Of course, we have to muck in the inside. So we're standing there mucking away and avoiding the bees. Oh dear. I don't think Gwen's planning to come up when Janine goes away, is she?
I don't know.
Not that we're aware of, although we don't know. That would be lovely. Yes, Mary is coming back. Mary is coming back as per her message. Let me get this quite right. November and December. If she can get here in October, she will come here in October. But she'll be coming from California, which is where she is now, or why she didn't come back. So that will be just lovely.
Okay.
Well, that's super. And I think she wants to try and come back because she drives her van back, so she'll want to come back before the weather gets bad. But she was saying this was terrible. When she left, she took the van and a friend, and they were travelling all the way back, and the temperatures were obviously really high. The first day, the air conditioning in the van broke, and they couldn't stop for long enough to go and get it fixed. And she said they had to do the whole trip windows open, and she said it was oppressive, but they managed. So she won't have that problem coming back the way.
Wow.
She'll need heat. Right, we're getting there with t-shirts. We haven't got the t-shirts yet, but we're going to put an order in.
She did a good job on those t-shirts.
She did. It's lovely. And of course I counted Mo. I counted her first. I cleared the trail. Oh, this is Janine. I cleared the trail out the back, then back today and blew it so it's clear one should get lost. You'd be surprised. So that's why Janine was away with the blower today. She was clearing the trails so that they can go and run.
Oh.
So that was good. Thanks very much for doing that. Yes, the t-shirts are also on the Goldy's chat page. Oh, Lisa, I did see that, and I'm still to go down to the barn and check the feed area because I haven't done that quite yet. And thank you for sending that in because they are thoroughly enjoying their mare and foal feed, and obviously we're going to be putting flour onto that as well. So thank you.
I haven't a clue what you said. Don't bother.
I knew you wouldn't be bothered by that. Dinner for horses.
Right. There's one announcer on this that was just on it there. I didn't get one word.
It wasn't me.
Oh. And I've got these damn things on now, trying to hear.
Yes. Oh, I think we'll have to do the Henny Penny board on Tuesday. And the reason for that is I'm going out on Monday because it's Labour Day.
Okay. So
Tuesday we'll do the chatting.
5 o'clock,
yeah, if that's okay with you and everyone else. Now, oh, here's Janine. She's ordering them now and they will be ready for us when I get back. See, there's me making things up again. So
the shirts?
She's ordering the shirts. So Bonnie, I've put your order in onto the Facebook page. So it's in, so we're okay for that. Oh, you can get free supplies through the post office if you go online and check it out. Oh, we'll have to look at that. Thank you, Ducky. Yes, we could include a business card with the t-shirts when they get mailed out. If we remember. Remind us closer to the time when we tell you we're mailing them out. Yes.
We better get some more of those.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, we've got to keep the trash cans away from the mailbox tomorrow. It's Thursday.
Okay.
Oh, some of the... I've seen this actually. This is the lady that came up. She was the first Goldy's warrior to come to the Donkey Cafe. Remember, she came with her daughter and grandson. And she said that some of the pharmacies will pre-package your medication for you into the days when you need to take it.
Oh.
But yours changes all the time.
Yeah.
We might get ourselves in trouble with that. Carlene has emailed somebody to fix the pellet stove. Did you hear back from them?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
And I have an appointment.
Oh. When's that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't put it on the calendar.
Is that it down the
It's
bottom?
something like the 9th of September.
Of September. Will you manage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we'll need to start ordering you pellets as well.
Yeah.
Because you know that they shut down at a certain time. Excellent.
I've got this other. That is a heater.
Yes, it is. It is.
So I'm not ready to freeze yet. But I'll tell you, when the pellet stove quit like this, I really worship this great big old stove of mine.
I know.
It wouldn't quit on me.
No. But it'll be going down the hill.
That'll be going down the hill, is right. I had thought I'd put in a pellet stove, but I'm not sure.
No, and that will heat up Carly and Mike's area as well when it goes through, because it goes through the flue, through their apartment, doesn't it, and out the roof.
They have a stove up there too. They have a good one.
Oh, they get double the heat then.
Right.
Yes, I think the bees and the wasps are going through a bit of our last hurrah, and they are very bad-tempered. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to fall asleep.
Carry on, as you were. I'll keep going.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, when Joe was young, he used to spray diesel fuel onto wasps' nests.
What?
He used to spray diesel fuel onto wasps' nests.
Really?
Yes.
I've been known to pour gasoline down the ground wasps and then light it. Which could be dangerous because you could get underground fire going.
Oh. We don't want an underground fire, thank you. Right, from yesterday, All Pets Rock, they still use the Remedy lotion that you recommended years ago. What's the Remedy lotion?
Well, I don't know.
There we go.
I don't know.
We've forgotten. Well, you know, I'm not sure that there's all these nooks and crannies for hives to be forming where you can't see them. I think that's the problem, because one of the barns, the roof apex comes up and there's actually a bit of wood that's gone along, so it doesn't, the apex, you can't see the apex, but there's a sort of shelf into it. So I think they could be in there. I don't know what they do. Yes, they do nasty things anyway, but you know, we're going to get a cold spell and that'll sort the little stinkers out. Oh dear. There's somebody going to Scotland mid-September. It should be nice weather then.
Yeah.
Sometimes actually get what we used to call an Indian summer, where it was extremely hot, just in time for everybody going back to school. So all the children would be back in school, and there's no air conditioning in the buildings, and it would be sweltering. It was awful. Oh, it's a big bottle with purple colouring letters. We'll have to work this one out. So there we are. That was Wednesday, because it is Wednesday. So we'll have dinner and then move on to Thursday.
That'll be all right.
We think. We're hoping. So have a nice evening, everybody. Watch your knees. Look. Donk.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, my knees.
Okay, goodbye.